one of those moments where I was always like a joke, like, I'm gonna turbo my car one day. That was always one day. And then this past year, everything kind of went to shit and then got better, and then just everything just kind of lined up, and here I am, driving my car to drop it off to do something that no one does. It's kind of scary, given that there's no information online for this. Going into it blind, essentially. I'm excited, but I'm scared. Because there is a lot that we have no idea how we're going to overcome. Who knows what is going to come up. Because we can't just run to the internet and be like, alright, so what did this guy do? How did he do it? The guy that did this last time did it over 10 years ago. And that was the same time when the car got dismantled, was over 10 years ago. So, and everything he had is gone. There's old archive video, there's old archive messages with dead links to pictures that no longer exist. And they're just, it's like an urban legend. There used to be a link to a shitty video of him doing a burnout, and that's all that there was for the longest time. And now even that's lost to the vapors of the internet. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. There's always the naysayers that are coming up with, oh, your transmission, oh this, oh that. With every build that I've seen, it's been mostly more for show. And everybody's, oh, these transmissions can't handle over 300 horsepower. Well, where are these people building over 300 crank horsepower cars? Everybody's building to win awards at car shows. I like going fast. I'm wanting to go racing. I've had this to where it was at its top. And I can't, that's it. That's all that I've got is just that. So already one of a kind, with her personality, the paint, or the lack thereof paint, the Iron Man look. She's one of a kind, and there's no other car like her out there. And this is just going to be the next step forward. It's hard to explain to anybody just how this actually feels inside. There's part of me that's like, the closest comparison I can make is for someone that trained their entire life to go to the Olympics, and then they're there, and it's the night before the opening ceremonies, and there they are, they're at the Olympics. And it's surreal. It's that moment you don't quite... It's actually happening. to say it's going to be simple and easy, and when I'm done this, I'll be like, everyone should do this. But in honesty, it's not because I want mine to be the only one. I'd love it if there was more cars out there that guys were throwing, adding turbos onto them and building them up for more performance perspectives, because believe it or not, this car handles like a dream, and it takes race days with ease, and it laughs at being pushed hard. So I'd love to see more cars out there, but it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of sacrifices in the car that I've made. I don't have air conditioning because one, I never used it. Two, it was dead weight to me. My seat is changed because I needed something with more support. And there wasn't a bracket available to bolt it in. It had to be made, and that then sacrificed the factory seat. So I can't just revert back. I need to buy a different part. I have to buy a new seat to put in here to revert back. And there's no point. Once this is on, then it's general maintenance for the next little while to keep it maintained and in good shape, and then just keep driving, keep racing, keep pushing harder, find the next weak point that I need to overcome to go faster. I'm doing the turbo because traction is good, weight distribution is decent. I've figured something out for that. It's a trip. Something anybody can just throw together in a weekend. There isn't going to be a kit anywhere. It's going to be all figured out. Whether it's dumb luck or what, I don't know. But that's just how it goes. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a lot more to all this than anybody really thinks. It's not just I'm adding a turbo and that it's good. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to consider. It still gets daily driven. It still gets driven to race events. It's still going to be driven to the occasional car show, maybe, depending on when everything happens. And I still have to work 2 jobs. I still have to maintain everything else. So I guess for now this is where I'm at. There might be brief videos between now and when it comes out, kind of detailing little things that have come up, that we've gone over, that we've fixed, that we've dealt with. Yeah, that's just how it's going to be. So anybody that's following along at home when this makes it online, comments are appreciated. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm tired about hearing about transmissions, so if that's what you have to tell me, then don't tell me, because I already know. But knock on wood, my transmission has 338,000 kilometers. interesting.